morning, ATL, in the whole wide world. It's your man, Jason Carey, Steph Tiller. Morning Coffee Swig,
Good morning.
ATL Next 100. Great morning, Steph.
Great morning. Great morning. Let us see your shirt.
You know what it is.
Great morning.
Great morning.
Great morning.
Great morning. Great morning t-shirt still on sale, man. Still on sale, man. It's a mindset.
Yeah.
It's a mindset. You start saying great morning. Change it from just good.
Speaking
Great
of
morning.
mind over matter.
Oh, now let's wait a minute. Oh, yeah, the shirt. You can't be doing that. Heterosexual male. Heterosexual
I'm
male.
Screaming. That was left quick that way.
Because you know what it is? It's wow. It's Wild Wednesday, man. Wild Wednesday. Great morning, everybody that's tuned in already. We appreciate you guys. You know, you get that alert and you come in. It's like running. It's like the ice cream man. You see the ice cream truck, you come on out. Yeah, it's when that light come on, man. Or that red hot light at Krispy Kreme to those that are partaking of the Krispy Kreme. At any rate, man, how was your Taco Tuesday? How was your Taco Tuesday?
It was good. I had a great day yesterday. I went and chilled with my folks. What else happened to me yesterday? All kinds of stuff be happening to me. Some in which I can't talk about on air. But a lot be happening to me. I didn't eat tacos.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
I didn't have Taco Tuesday like I would normally have. But I did try at a new place. It's going to be the local Swig for today. Because I want people to know if this even exists. So yeah, I did try out a new place yesterday. I went there for lunch, actually. And it was pretty cool. I sat and ate by myself. You know how sometimes you go to a place where and you just like in a zone. And when you're in that zone, you're not there for anybody else in the restaurant. You're only there for yourself. So I had my phone. I'm at the bar sitting and drinking and eating. So I had I had my phone propped up on the bar, and I'm watching this artist. His name is Jacob Banks. Couldn't stop watching him. I was so captivated by him. It was ridiculous. Like, y'all have no idea. If you haven't heard Mercy or Slow Up by Jacob Banks, it's so moving and captivating. I'm sitting at the bar crying.
Steph, you shouldn't do that. They thought you got a divorce. Your dog done died. You can't be at the bar drinking and crying.
Know,
like it looks. This looks like
quite well. Like,
God, they probably thought you was a nutbag.
I'm a crying thug. So leave me
okay, that's
out.
what it was. Well, don't do that anymore. I ask that you don't do that anymore. Stepping out and crying. But shout out to Jacob.
I do that all the time.
Blake.
I be anywhere by myself, like watching videos and shedding tears and laughing and all kind of stuff.
You crazy. So yesterday for myself, it was Taco Tuesday, but it was also, which I did tell everybody yesterday. Yesterday was my 13-year anniversary. So at 13 years since I left, I don't think I talked about that yesterday on air. So I want to make sure I put that out there, man. That's a minute. That is a minute. Lucky number 13. So what else happened yesterday? My mom's did what she's supposed to do. Took care of the family a little bit yesterday. It was a good day. I just caught them out the corner of my eye just now. That's why I looked over to the right. It's like, oh, Mom Dukeston going on their morning walk. So nonetheless, man. Yeah, Mom and Pops on that morning walk. And breaking the fourth wall. Usually you'll tell what's going on in your background, but Mom Dukes, I was like, what's going on over there? So, but it's all good, man. You know what it is? We got to get into it. Let's get into these Swig of news this morning. What you got for me this morning?
First things first, Tyler Perry. They have just announced that he is an official billionaire.
The 7th black billionaire in America. 7th black millionaire. Lucky number 7. That's what's up, man.
Hey, I'm so excited
things.
about that. Like, one thing about it, one thing about Tyler Perry, when anything I hear about Tyler Perry, it excites me, it ignites me. He's one of those individuals where everything that happens to him, I feel good about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel good about whatever he does because of what he's come from, who he is as a person, what he's done for our community, and what he continues to do for our community. Because every time a person is killed or every time something is happening, he's the one that is given the financial backing for it, and you never hear about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he if you hear about it, it's not.
I wish you did.
You know
I wish you did.
Like,
I'm totally against not hearing about it, but I understand.
I know you are, but what I'm saying is, like, he never is. This is a pattern for him. He doesn't do it for the fame. He definitely does it from the heart, because when you hear about it, I hear about it from another reporter who heard about it, from the actual people or something like that, and then I'm able to report it. So we're able to get the news. We just get the news a little bit.
Stop doing that.
Later.
Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Everybody stop doing it in secret. Black people, stop doing stuff secretly. You know why? Because you do nothing but perpetuate. Because guess what? It's not in secret. They put us on the news and the music and everything as criminals. But all the compassion and the beautiful stuff that we do and raise up families and take care, they don't put it anywhere. So stop doing everything in secret. Put it on camera,
Jason,
put it in your statuses.
Between now and the history, because everything that was done in history, it never got spoken upon either. The families that we raised, the this that we raised, that we raised, we get no kudos for it.
Because we never told about it, because you was doing what you were supposed to do. I'm saying now, pull out the camera. Change the narrative. There was a strong effort to vilify us. Now we need to do just as much of a campaign. We are our own PR agency. We need to now tell the story of how great our families are, our fathers, our moms. They need to tell that story. More so the fathers, because moms they're already put up there pretty high. But tell the mom story too. Tell everybody's story.
Let's go, Jay boy.
Everybody's story. Stop doing it in secret. Everybody. If you're doing something today, put it on camera. Let's go.
Woo-ha-ha. Oh. With that, amongst those billionaires, you got Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, Oprah Winfrey, David Stewart, Michael Jordan, and they're saying possibly Kanye West. I don't know if that's because they want to add in Kim K,
and Jay,
assets, but
Jay hit $1 billion.
Jay isn't. Yeah, Jay. Yeah,
Jay-Z.
I said Jay-Z. Jay. We've been. I celebrated him like he was my cousin. Jay-Z, my cousin. Whitney Houston, my cousin.
But yeah, why this is a big thing?
Not sure if why is it a big thing that they reach $1 billion?
Well, why it's a big thing is because as Black people, again, it goes back to the narrative that we can't achieve, we don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that's important. Number one is that
although
let me say this, but let me say this: there's Black people and then there's Tyler Perry. To the others, in their eyes, they're like, oh, well, that's Tyler Perry. That's how they feel. Like, you're Black, and that's with everybody. It's like they're the okay one. It don't feel good because there's ones that are okay. You're like, oh, well, no, that's not. He's not Black. That's Don Lemon, or that's not Black. That's Wayne Brady, or that's not Black. There's the ones that are okay, quote unquote okay, and they're okay with them. So, and I'm only saying that that's not a shot at them. I'm saying that's a shot at society. Society treats certain ones of us successful. Once you get successful, you're one of the ones that's okay, and I want that to stop. I want y'all to say that if you okay with that, just like you go and cheer for your favorite players on Sunday, or you go and watch your favorite players at basketball and they okay, but he a nigga. Let's not do that. I think like it doesn't even make sense. It's a ridiculous mindset for anybody that has that. But you a nigga lover, but my favorite team is the the Dallas Cowboys. It's full of Black people. So it's just y'all gotta stop doing that, man. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm sorry.
No, I don't think that'll ever stop, because that's a justification for most non-black people, for most white people, the justification is I said it with the A, not the ER. The ER is what's derogatory. It's like, hold on. If you know that much, then you still know that you still don't have the authority to use that term, one. And two, you don't know the difference between the two because you've never been one.
Never been called one, either or. But yeah,
you never lived it. You never been called one. You
right.
Never walked the shoes of it. You didn't grow up as it. You don't know. You never been one. You don't use the term. Period. You know what I'm saying? But that is a justification. I've had that justification told to me before, and the person did tell me that they use that term at home. They called it cat the GGA. I mean, yeah, they're mate, and they both white, light, bright, all the way white.
Okay.
Carry on. Check this out. This is some better news, some more positive news.
Positive news.
He's from South Carolina, Anderson, South Carolina, right? So thousands have signed a petition to get the Confederate monument replaced with a Chadwick Boseman immortalization statue.
That's dope. That would be dope.
Yo.
If that happens,
can we sign it if we not there? Cause I want to sign it. Put my name on it. If you're scared to put your name on it, put my name on it. If it come across your timeline twice, put your name, and y'all got my permission to put my name on whatever. I want to put mine on there too. Because listen, what he's done for the kids, what he's done for the community, what he's done for our culture, and what he's done as an actor in the actors world in the industry of acting, as far as Marvel and just the iconic roles that he played in James Brown, that's musical, with the Get On Up, and then the Jackie Robinson, that's sports, and then to become an action figure, a hero in the Marvel comics. That's something. I mean, that's a wide range. That's Denzel in it. Even Denzel not having become an action figure, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the greats. You know what I'm saying? One of the best. So you got to give kudos and give him, we didn't give him all of his flowers while he was alive. I think he got enough from us the way he was, really and truly loved. However, get that man his statue. We should need a petition for a statue for something that's rightfully deserved. I think he deserves.
Yeah, because he's not black. He's not black. That's Black Panther.
You know what? I'm gonna move right along. Speaking of blackity black, just teasing. A drug suspect reportedly offered a plea deal to name Breonna Taylor as a co-defendant. So get this. So basically, it's been 150 days since the untimely death of Breonna Taylor. And out of the three officers that was responsible, nobody have been arrested. Now, however, what they're saying is that the gentleman, Jamarcus Glover, he's basically saying, no, he took a plea deal last month. And the plea bargain that he took was based on him admitting that Breonna Taylor was a member of his organized crime syndicate. So basically, I guess if you're a drug dealer and you get accidentally killed by a cop, the cop don't go to jail, and I guess they feel as though you deserved it. Because I'm confused as how this even...
how that even got in there?
Why is this part of conversation?
Because it goes back to what I was just talking about. This is coming together so well. I love it. I love it when this is all entangles and works together. This goes back to the narrative thing that I was talking about. It goes back to the narrative thing that I was talking about. If you can create a narrative, then this outrage will go away. That's why when they kill one of these or shoot one of us, the first thing to come out is a record. Like, oh, you know what? He did this, Eric Garner. He was selling cigarettes illegally. Cigarettes, though? Is that what we talking about?
Right. So,
what's his name? Jacob Blake. Oh, he said he had a knife, and that's not true. But it's like, oh man, he had a criminal record. George Floyd. Oh, he had an assault charge. And they go first to create a negative narrative about you in the media. They do this in court. They do this during trials. And this is what I'm saying, that it goes back to narrative. That's all I got to do. they just trying to throw mud on her name, so everybody will stop being excited about her and talking about say her name. All corporate America get from behind it and all that. I'm telling you guys, positive narratives continue to push them. Carry on.
All right, so moving right along from that, and I'll stay right there because what I was going to come with next doesn't relate as much as it do right now with this nation being so divided. For the last 2 days, I've said the same thing. Our nation is completely divided with our current president and the up and coming running mates of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Now, right now, Donald Trump is very vocal about the violence that's going on in Washington, D.C. and the violence that's going on in other places. He's being very vocal that, you know, even comparing the shooting that happened with the two individuals and during the protest, he compared the shooter to a golf. No, that was Blake. He compared the shooter to a golfer missing its target. Basically saying you shot him 7 times, but you didn't kill him. And he is also saying that it's justified. Every killing that has happened, and the killer is a supporter of Donald Trump. He is backing them in front of our face. He's not hiding how he feels. He's not, now that part of his words, he's not stumbling over. He's letting you know, well, you know what? That's what happens when such and such and such and such. Or that's why such and such. I mean, to me, it's disgusting. It's sick. It's absolutely sick. Have you still talked to Jacob Blake's parents? No, he has not. He still hasn't talked to them. Like I told y'all yesterday, he was saying that he didn't want to talk with them because they wanted their attorneys to be present on the phone. And he didn't feel like he needed to have a conversation with them, with the president. I mean, with the pastor on the phone. Instead, he actually, I mean, with the pastor,
attorney,
the attorney on the line. Instead, he spoke with their pastor. And Joe Biden right now is saying, hey, look, this is where our country is in its current state now, because Donald Trump is literally, you know, providing a refuge for all of the murderers, for the police officers, for the Trump supporters. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, none of these murders are happening from the other side, from the NIGGAs. None of these murders are happening from that side. They're only happening from his supporters. And, you know, he's even going down right now to, where is he on his way? He's on his way somewhere to do some more campaigning and, you know, discuss how, you know, he's going to continue to change the world and how his supporters can feel free to do basically whatever they want to do, because he will back them 100%. He just, I don't know. I know I'm not reading too far into it because I keep listening to it and half of it I keep listening to it over and over and over and over and over. Like, because I just can't even understand the blatant disrespect, the disregard. I
think that people have,
it's really bad.
This is probably
and his voice is very bad.
That's his voice. I think this is probably one of the first times that people, I don't know, one of the first times, but people have been vocal about wanting something negative or some physical harm to happen to this guy. You know what I'm saying? This got to be, I don't know. And just because,
I think I've been hearing about that since he got in office.
Yeah, he just doesn't. He does not exemplify the qualities of a good person. So,
of a leader of the free world.
The leader of anything. A leader of a Cub Scout troop.
Right, I would say he can't even be the president of the Beta Club.
Book club.
We don't even want...
Book club, yes. No, stop it. Anyway, all right, man.
I'm embarrassed.
Enough about him.
I know I'm not the only one that's embarrassed, but I'm very embarrassed. You know, as a citizen, when I communicate with others, even online, like it's really embarrassing, very embarrassing, because they talk about us like crazy. But those are some of your swigs for right now. Of course, I'll be back with the top swigs. Michael P. Jordan breaks his silence on the passing of one of his good friends, Chadwick Boseman, as well. And OnlyFans got a new cap as to how they plan to pay out, to the ones that utilize that platform. And some even have quit jobs and made a career out of this thing. So 14 countries, including India, Belize, and the DR, and Venezuela, Mexico, everywhere. I'll let you know exactly what's going on with that. And maybe you want to quit your job today and start an OnlyFans. Who knows?
All right.
That was the Swig for right now.
We're taking a break. We'll be back. Word of the day coming up. It's the morning coffee Swig. Good morning, Aunt Sandra. You know what it is. ATL next month.
Sandra gonna get it fans only.
Hey!
Shorty go jogging every morning, and she make me breakfast almost every morning. And she take a nigga pic before she leave the door. I be waking up the pics before on it. And every weekend my shorty coming over. Shorty can Fendi out, but she like Fashion Nova. She ain't driving no Camry, she pulling in a Rover. With her hair so curly, I like she said, what you know about us? I tell you everything. I got what you need. Woke up in the store and get what you want. You get what you please. We bout to get it on. Take off them drawers. It's just you and me. You know what I be on. I'm about to go raw. Cause I like what I see. Look, baby, I said I ain't gon' front. You got my heart beating so fast in words I can't pronounce. And I be getting the chills every time I feel your touch. I be looking at the top and girl, it's only us. All I need is a choice. And girl, I told you once, don't make me tell you twice. I know you see this print through my pants that I know you like. And yeah, you looking so fat when it be in them tights. And I'm going straight to the top, so you ain't afraid of heights. You always keep me right, for a fact you never left. Through all the trials and tribulations, always had my best. So here's 5,500, go and get you. Start rubbing on your butt, start kissing on your neck. Hey, batter, hey, batter. Know I had to swing, I had to make a play. I had to apply the pressure, cause you my hidden treasure. I think I'm falling in love. She said, what you know about us? I tell you everything. I got what you need. Woke up in the store and get what you want. You get what you please. We bout to get it on. Take off them drawers. It's just you and me. You know what I be on. I'm about to go raw. Cause I like what I see.
Shout out my mucus. Cause you know that be my slime. Shout out my mucus.
That be my slime. That be my slime. What? Hey. Okay. Naruto, Nine-Tail, Barto, I feel like a Gucci ad-lib. Burr, colder than Coca-Cola, Mezcal, Polo Bird. Put my sauce on lasagna, it can make Garfield burn. I ain't really good with you like a water. You can like Tiger, I tell him earn your stripes. You tryna beat me, but big and never in your life. Even if you had on my sneakers like Bow and like Mike, like got it, you watch me be disgusting. I'ma do them dirty like a wing. Why they be talking like they might know something? I met a guest on royalty like Lima King. Told her be careful my like limousine, and I don't wanna hit if it just smell like Hennessy. Star Wars Confederate rifle shoot like Ray Beam. Watch me spin around 360 quick scope or something. Okay, like bills on me blue, like the blues, better yet, blues creeps. Bills on me blue, like the blues, better yet, blues creeps. Bills on me blue, blues, better yet, blues creeps. Bills on me blue, like the blues, better yet, blues creeps. Ay, whoa, Lily, gone shit, like vibration on my celly. Ay, whoa, mama, diamonds on me better than Peter Triple before me. Stove on me too, old news, cook. Like Steve, they say I flow that gas, my perfect excuse you. Where I'm going, I think it. I just give me no fuck
belly. The royal rumble. She gon' stumble on my jacket, Jill on the hill. Why don't mean your nail? Hurt them like hanging nail. I'ma beat them black as me.
That's all, folks. Hang fur pink. Bad boom, like where you will regret. Don't assume. Drop down the two room. Okay, like bills on me blue, like the blues, better yet, blues cruise. Bills on me blue, like the blues, better yet, blues cruise. Bills on me blue, blues, better yet, blues cruise. Bills on me blue, like the blues, better yet, blues cruise.
Wait a minute now. Welcome back. You know what it is? It is the Morning Coffee Swig here on ATL Next 100. Listen. We talk for a living, we speak for a living, and since we do so, it is only right that I give you guys a word of the day. I am a lover of words. And oh boy, this word here today. Let's get into it. Today's word is an adjective. Pediculous. That's Pediculous. Pediculous. And it means infested with lice. Lousy. Infected with lice or lousy. Now listen to this. Count on the English language's Latin lexical options to pretty up the unpleasant. You can have an entire conversation about lice and avoid the L word entirely using pediculous and its relatives. None of the words from pediculous meaning louse. It is remotely common, but they're all available to you should you feel the need for them. There's pediculosis, meaning infestation with lice. Pedicular, of or relating to lice. Pediculoid, resembling or related to the common lice. Pediculid names a particular kind of louse. And one of the family is Pelliculidae. And if you like to put an end to all of this, you might require a pelliculicide. It's defined as an agent for destroying lice. That's right. Never thought there was this many words to talk about lice. And this is because this is obvious. But listen, this is obviously because of, they said from the English language, where it came from, they wanted to make it all nice. It's like, it's a bit particulous in here. And instead of saying, hey man, this thing got lice everywhere. Instead of saying that, you gotta say pediculous. All of the campers in the cabin had to be checked for lice when one boy's sleeping bag was discovered to be pediculous. Now listen, how nice does that sound? How nice? You know what I'm saying? Everybody had to be checked because everybody had to be checked. The little boy nasty. The little boy over here nasty. He got this lice everywhere. It's nasty. See, you want to have a nice way to say it.
That's how you create a sense of urgency.
Yeah, you won't be like, oh, you know, his sleeping bag was pediculous. Do you have any spray? No, don't do that. Don't nice it up. You see what I'm saying? You see how they done niced everything up? I be telling y'all, stop nicing stuff up. Start nicing us up. Ridiculous, because you got a bunch of lice. You know what? We ain't got all a bunch of hair for lice to be on, so you know where it's coming from. Anyway, they say ridiculous humors and fly-borne air are culprits of plague. So the townsmen make a pyre of flowers and brush, attar and spikenard by way of purging the air of offense. Again, a very nice way to say that, man, they say that your blood and your saliva and maybe some of your airborne spittle is the culprit of plague. So they put up a pile of flowers and incense to try to purge the air. That's what that sentence just said. See how they niced it up? A pyre of flowers and brush and attar and spikenard. If you don't beat it, love of words. I understand words.
Right.
Pyre, a pyre. Did you know a pyre? A pyre, P-Y-R-E, is a pile of brush to burn. A pyre. Now you learned something else along with this word. Hey man, leave it up to me, man. I try to help y'all out. I try to get y'all, trying to expand your vocabulary. I want to motivate you guys to use these words in your everyday language. Speaking of motivation, let's get motivated, Steph. Spikenard.
Good morning, family and friends. I know many of you are looking for that morning motivational starter pack to get you up, prepared, and ready to take on this day. Well, as I tell you guys each and every day, there's a hero that lives inside of you. Someone who's special, someone who wants you to do something great with your life, someone who wants you to do creative work, someone who wants you to be the change in the world that you wish to see today, and that you can never be too distracted that you forget who you truly are, because the only person that's stopping you from living your best and most greatest life is who? You.
Because the only person that's stopping you from living your best and most greatest life is who? You. Yesterday we talked about determination. And today I want to talk to you about drive, because it goes hand in hand. Because if you have discipline, you have drive, and you have determination, nothing for you should be impossible. Nothing is impossible. You know, it was said once that impossible, the things that are impossible only take 7 days. Impossible takes 7 days. So if that be the case, discipline, drive, determination, with those three things, you can almost accomplish anything in this world that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's without feeling like you lucky or you done lucked up on something. You ain't lucked up on nothing. That's an undenying passion that you have to have. To develop a certain drive for yourself, you have to have that passion, and it has to be like a relentless passion for you. You have to have a relentless drive in order to have that undenying passion, in order for you to be able to make anything happen. You see what I'm saying? Like all of those words that I'm giving you right now, it's a combination of everything, every little piece of it. It's a recipe that you're going to have. But it's not my recipe that you got to have. It's not that you're going to have. It's not Jason's recipe that you're going to have. It's not Johnny Weirdo's that recipe that you have to reach your level of greatness and your level of success. That's your drive. Your relentless capabilities is what moves you to the next level. And it's a constant process. It's a constant, battle to get stronger and stronger and stronger and more discipline, to develop more relentless drive, setting those goals like you're supposed to. I don't know. I think when people hear, setting goals, they're like, I don't do that. I don't never do that. So this ain't for me. No, this is exactly for you. Specifically for you. Because you're not moving forward if you don't have the ability to set goals. Now you think that setting goals mean I need to go get a professional. You don't need no professional. You need a piece of paper and an ink pen and your brain and the things to do list. A things to do list is what it starts from. When people say they're setting goals, they're not waking up every day and looking at the same one or two goals. No, you setting a lot of goals throughout life. Those small goals, those are still goals. That things to do list, that's a goal that you aim to complete. And everything on there contributes to something that you have going on within your life. And you can knock those small goals down. It's something about scratching out one of those things on the things to do list that should fuel you and give you a desire, a burning desire to say, I'm not done yet. Now I'm going to get bigger with my goals. I'm going to step out there a little bit more with my goals and a little bit more with my goals. And if you're scared to do that, do it anyway. You got to write it down. You got to set those goals and say, hey, I want to get me an apartment. If you have an apartment now, scratch that out. I want to furnish my apartment. And when you furnish your apartment, you scratch that out. You know what I'm saying? And you just keep going. Now, just because you say, I want to furnish my apartment, don't mean you need to not set the other things to go with it. Or you say, I want to make sure that I read 2 or 3 books. That's a goal. I want to make sure that I visit this and this and this. I want to travel here, here, and there. These are goals. Don't let nobody make you feel like your level of goals or what it is that you want to do is not a real goal. It's all real goals. If it's meaningful to you, it's a goal. Write it down. And I think a lot of people get taken back, and they want to fall back when they feel like something's not for them, because we talk about setting goals. You're supposed to set goals. That's what they might not teach it to you in school, but that's becoming an adult. And they do teach it to you in school because they have the itinerary on the board every day. All right, we're going to do this first. We do that. Check. Boom. Next thing we're going to do this. All right, we've done that, and we got a time frame on it. All right, done with that. All right, check. Boom. And y'all go to the next thing. You've been setting goals all your life. Why stop now? Now you need to ante up the goals, because now this is personal. Everything about these new goals are very personal, because you got a new determination, you got a new level of discipline, and you got some drive now. But your drive, again, has to be relentless. You have to have a passion. You have to have the will. You got to be ready for it. They say if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. You better stay ready for it. We can ask for a lot of things. We can write everything down we want to write down. And we can do all this talking all day, every day. Motivational quotes and books and self-help books and self-help shows like this one. We can do all that we want to. But if we're not doing what we're supposed to do for us, outside of all of that, it's meaningless. Ain't nothing meaningful about that. But you need to be independent when it comes to that. If you ain't ever been independent with nothing else, you need to be independent when it comes to your determination, your drive, your discipline, and your level of success and where you going. You got to drive the boat. Everybody want to drive the boat. Put the captain hat on. Make sure everybody around you got a life jacket on so nobody drown. Because if they drown, it's on you. Think of it that way. You know what I'm saying? Because I personally, I like to take care of people. I like to have the world on my shoulders sometimes. You know, it pushes me to go harder. You know, I don't fold under pressure. I'm created in pressure. So it's good for me. I like pressure. Give me something at the last minute. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for just about anything. I think I was born in the storm. So everybody always say, you know, oh, when the storm comes, you know, it hits home. I was born in the storm. Storm ain't nothing to me. I don't care nothing about no storm. Okay, it's raining. Next. Moving right along. We ain't stopping no show. You need to know that. You need to feel that every day when you wake up, that you got another chance to feel that storm again. Yeah. I would rather feel a storm than to not feel it all. And that's your morning motivation starter pack from your girl Steph this morning. I may not know what I'm talking about. It may not sit well with you. This might not be the point in your life where you are. Somebody you know is. And somebody you know needs to hear this. So you can either share this or you can take these same very words and have that same conversation with the next person, save somebody, heal somebody, help somebody. That's what this is for. This whole section right here, this whole show, that's what it's for. And now that's your morning motivation starter pack from your girl Steph this morning.
To all my dreamers that still believe in dream the way that I believe in dreams, continue to chase your dreams and chase your dreams until you get tired. And when you get tired of chasing your dreams, you chase them some more, and some more. And if you're scared to do it, do it anyway.
Let's go.
Yeah. It's time for ATL weather and other random shit. Other random, yeah. You know what it is. Great morning, ATL, and happy wow. Happy Wild Wednesday, broadcasting live from the Cap City. Currently 75 degrees and mostly sunny in ATL. Another beautiful morning. Yeah, but today the heat is back, ATL. It's going to quickly hit over 80 before we get off the air, and 90 a little after lunch. In other words, it's about to be hot. About to be hot, Atlanta. About to be hot. So, I hope you enjoyed those other days where you had it was kind of cool and it happened. You was good and glad. The sun is going to be on your neck. So please find some shade, ATL. Find some shade. There's an open pool. It's cool. Go to the open pool and find your little corner of the pool and be okay with it. That's ATL. Now, our random city weather report. It is hump day. You know what it is. So our random city weather report comes from Beaver City, Indiana. You want to be taken to Funky Town, but ask me, I'd rather be taken to Beaver City. Now, let's just hope that Beaver City ain't also called Funky Town. That is grounds for dismissal. I just want to put that out there. Anyway, currently cloudy and 71 degrees as the sun will peak out just a little bit, and make it a warm Beaver City. Expect highs of 81, cloudy, but no precipitation, so it's going to be a warm but dry Beaver City, Indiana. Go ahead and check that out. That's what it's going to be for you today. And that is your ATL and Random City Weather Report, a segment created and delivered to you by the Morning Coffee Swig. So if you hear anywhere else, just know that they copied that. Beaver City. Steph. Hey, Steph.
You just don't stop, do you?
Huh? What?
No.
What?
Just don't stop.
You just Funky Town. No.
Oh gosh, that right there, I just need you to taking the
Funky Town. Just long as Beaver City ain't also called Funky Town. Anyway,
You're gonna be make it a warm Beaver City. Like
so listen, man, random fact today. I'm gonna give y'all a couple random facts today. Did you know a single strand of spaghetti is called a spaghetto? A single strand of spaghetti is called a spaghetto.
Right, really?
Spaghetto. Did not know. It's not a location. It's a single strand of spaghetti. It's called a spaghetto. Please pass me a spaghetto. Single strand. Would you like to share a spaghetto with me? That is a real thing. Believe it.
Why is it a thing?
Believe
because there's no such thing. It's a noodle.
And it's a spaghetto.
A spaghetti noodle.
See, you've been saying that your whole life. And it ain't a spaghetti noodle. It's a spaghetto.
So now I got to unlearn that.
You got to unlearn. You got to stop saying, hey, man, you got any spaghetti noodles? Yeah, it's a spaghetto on the floor. It's a spaghetto on the floor. Now,
now I can say that.
It is September. So a random fact about September, two random facts. September's name is really quite inaccurate these days. It was originally the 7th month of the ancient Roman calendar, and as such, it was named Septem, which translates into the 7th month. It wasn't until 451 BC that the months of January and February were added to the calendar, making September the 9th month. So it's called the 7th month, but it's not really the 7th month. September also used to only have 29 days. Thanks to Julius Caesar's reform of the Roman calendar in 46 BC, the month now has an additional day. So now you learn some random information that you can do absolutely nothing with. It will not get you a better job. It would not get you a better face, but it may make you a better conversationalist. And that is your random facts for today. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's move on. We're going to take a little break. We'll be back. You know what's coming up. It's The Edge right here on the Morning Coffee Swig. Great morning.
Before we go any further,
As you call them, they call you when they need something. Trees for the blunt, to G's for the front. I found a way to get peace of mind for years and left the hell alone. Turn a deaf ear to the cellular phone. Send me a letter or better, we can see each other in real life. Just so you can feel me like a steel knife. At least so you can see the white of their eyes. Bright with surprise once they finish spitting lies. Associates is your boys, your girls, bitches, niggas, homies. Close, but really don't know me. Mom, dad, comrade, peeps, brothers, sisters, duns, dunnies. Some come around when they need some money. Others make us laugh like the Sunday funnies. Fan be around whether you pay the bummy. You could either ignore this advice or take it from me. Be too nice, some people take you for a dummy. So nowadays he ain't so friendly. Actually, they wouldn't even made a worthy enemy. Read the signs, no feeding the baboons. Seeing as how they got your back bleeding from the stab wounds. Y'all know the dance, they smile in your face, y'all know the glance. Try to put them on, they blow the chance. Never let your so-called mans know your plan.
how many of us have them?
A show of hands is a term some people use loosely. I'm real choosy on what I choose to let crew see. You telling me I try to act broke? Jealousy the #1 killer among black folk. Fellas be under some type of spell like crack smoke. Ghetto Cinderellas leading right to your stack low. Just another way a chick will lead to your end. I checked the dictionary for the meaning of friends. It said person one likes to socialize with, sympathize or help her, and that's about the size of it. Most of the time these attributes is one-sided. To boast of the crime, they apt to shoot you through your eyelid and they can't hide it. Going wild like a wild bitch. Sometimes you need to cut niggas off like a light switch. And when things get quiet, catch him like a thief in the night. What a right. I first met Mr. Fantastic at an arms deal. Don't let it get drastic. Think of how your moms will feel when they get for real. Still get the sparking. Everything darkened. It ain't no talking. For something so cheap and so buys a lot of trouble. They better all focusing and trying to plot the bubble. Or else it'd be a sad note to end on. The guns we got is
We can depend on.
some come in the form of codependence. A lot of times only end up being co-defendants. $10 say they tell for a lower sentence and leave you up under the jail begging for repentance. It don't make no sense. What happened to the loyalty? Honor amongst crooks, trust amongst royalty. I'd rather go out in a blaze than give them the glory. A similar story. The four lovers, we need to have some type of overstanding. Just so when I let her get the man thing, she know it's no strings. We could do the damn thing, but ho, it's no rings. Just how the tramp swings. Will she see him again? That depends on how good was the skins and could she memorize the lessons. It ain't no need to pretend. Even though she let him stab it, she know they just
my friends are, and the next nice neighborhood I move into, you guys will get crack.
Negro humor.
This is what you call a flip. 10 keys from a car to brick. Bentley from his mama whip. K.O.D. he hard to shoot. This is what you call a flip. 10 keys from a car to brick. Bentley from his mama whip. K.O.D. he hard to shoot. This is what you call a flip. 10 keys from a car to brick. Bentley from his mama whip. K.O.D. he hard to shoot. This is what you call a flip. 10 keys from a car to brick. Bentley from his mama whip. K.O.D. he hard to shoot. Wow. Ziggin's been cramping my style, blowing my high, they wanna reply. The number one question is how does it feel now that you own? How much you worth, how big is your home? How come you won't get a few features? I think you should, how about I don't? How about you just get the fuck on my dick? How about you listen and never forget? Only go say this one time then I'll dip. Ziggin's ain't worthy to be on my shit. Haven't you heard I'm as cold as a tip? Tip of the ice, but that tip the Titanic. Don't tiptoe around it, my shit is gigantic. As big as the fucking Atlantic, I'm lit. This is what you call a flip. 10 keys from a car to brick. Bentley from his mama whip. K.O.D. he hard to shoot. This is what you call a flip. 10 keys from a car to brick. Bentley from his mama whip. K.O.D. he hard to shoot. This is what you call a flip. 10 keys from a car to brick. Bentley from his mama whip. K.O.D. he hard to shoot. This is what you call a flip. 10 keys from a car to brick. Bentley from his mama whip. K.O.D. he hard to shoot. I grew up only fuel to love. Remember I got my first fuel to blood. I'm hanging out and they shoot up the club. My homie got pharmaceutical plug. I smoke the drug and they run through my vein. I think it's working, it's numbing the pain. Don't give a fuck and someone the same. Don't give a fuck and someone the same. That this shit daily. So much activists, I convince activists that they should pay me. A practice made perfect on practice's baby. A practice made perfect on practice's baby. Platinum is riding in back like Miss Daisy. Platinum this and I own masses play me. Y'all niggas trapping so let's go Daisy. My nigga sell crack like it's back in the 80s. No, young nigga, he acting so crazy. He serve a few passes, he jack a Mercedes. He shoot at the police, he clapping old ladies. He don't give a fuck if them crackers gon' hang him. Be asking what have you done lately. I stacked a few ends like my lesson was shady. My life is too crazy, no actor could play me. My life is too crazy, no actor could play me. This is what you call a flip. 10 keys from a car to brick. Bentley from his mama whip. K.O.D. he hard to shoot. This is what you call a flip. 10 keys from a car to brick. Bentley from his mama whip. K.O.D. he hard to shoot. This is what you call a flip. 10 keys from a car to brick. Bentley from his mama whip. K.O.D. he hard to shoot. This is what you call a flip. 10 keys from a car to brick. Bentley from his mama whip. K.O.D. he hard to shoot.
Power,
Greed,
money, Molly,
Weed,
perks, Sannies, lean,
fame,
and the strongest drug of them all, love.
Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah, screaming that's not when I pulled off the lot. That's not here up in my town. When you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I put it down from the whip to my diamonds. I'm in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Black stripe, yellow paint. I hear they scared of it, but them pros ain't. Soon as I hit the club, look at them face. Hit the pedal once, make the floor shake. Sway inside, my engine roaring. It's the big boy, you know what I paid for it. And I got the pedal to the metal. Got you out here checking game, I'm balling out on every level. Hear them haters talk, but there's nothing you could tell them. Just made $1 million, got another million on my schedule. No love for them, boy, I'm breaking hearts. No keys, push to start. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah, screaming that's not when I pulled off the lot. That's not here up in my town. When you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I put it down from the whip to my diamonds. I'm in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. sipping Clico and rocking yellow diamonds. So many rocks up in my watch, I can't tell what the time is. Got a pocket full of big faces, throw it up, cause everybody that I'm with tailored. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah, screaming that's nothing. When I pulled off the lot, that's stunt. Up in my town, when you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I put it down from the whip to my diamonds on it. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Stay fly like I'm supposed to do. That crowd underneath them clouds can't get close to you. And my car look unapproachable. Super clean, but it's super mean. She wanna ride with them cat. Count stacks, get fly, take trips, and that's that. Real rap, I let her get. She want and she feel that. Convertible drop feel, 87 the top hill. Back, you know what it is. Yeah, you know what it is. Y'all already know what it is, man. If you don't, you should by now. Remember town when you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow, I put it down. Taylor Gang. My diamonds, I'm in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah, screaming that's nothing. When I pulled off the lot, that's stunt. Rep in my town when you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I put it down from the whip to my diamonds. I'm in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. We back about a minute early though. I'm trying to tell you, Johnny got me on the crack whip. On the crack whip. This is a production, sir. Full production. We had entirely 60 more seconds. Well, I had to come back on. Anyway, I'm messing with you. Welcome back to the Morning Coffee. Swig, Jason, Carey, Steph, Tiller. Every day I'm gonna tell you something that's on my mind, something I've been thinking about, something I've been feeling, something I may have experienced, and it's what has me on the edge. Let's get into it. It's ironic, man. People ask this question. Well, they don't ask. I'm sure they ask how the morning motivation and the edge they often meld together, and we ain't talked about it prior to. It just be the energy in the universe, I guess. Be putting us together like that. As I said that I celebrated 13 years, an anniversary, 13 years of moving from Virginia to Atlanta yesterday. So this goes out to me and those that are pushing forward to their goals or what have you. So my next big break will not happen by chance. It won't happen by chance, but it might happen by force. I talk about putting in the work, but even sometimes, even after you put in the work and you did everything right, sometimes you got to go and make something happen. Sometimes you got to go make something happen. So don't apologize for being a bit forceful about your path. Don't apologize for kind of demanding somebody to be on time, kind of demanding people to do things the right way. If you have other pieces in your path or on your path. By force. It's not going to happen by chance. Things don't happen by chance. People want to just set it and forget it. They want life to be like that. I said it and I forget it. I went to school and now the world's supposed to come to me. Or, I went down this path. I changed my hair, so now this is supposed to happen. Or I changed my outlook, so this is supposed to... Nah. You put in the work, but then sometimes you got to just go and make something happen. The phone's not ringing. Maybe you got to call somebody. Maybe you got to just show up at somebody's office. Maybe you got to tweet somebody and tag them every single day. Sometimes you just got to make stuff happen. And don't apologize about being forceful. You ain't getting on nobody's nerves. Well, you might be getting on somebody's nerves, but so what? If you get to your goal, so what? And that goes and why I say it's connected, because Steph talked about determination. And I know to be forceful about your goals and about your path, it takes a level of determination. Straight up. And that might be in anything. We're talking about goals and paths. It might be in a friendship, maybe in a relationship, maybe you will need to get a raise. Sometimes you like, man, this raise need to happen. It's gotta happen. How does it happen? Maybe you gotta create the presentation to see this is why you should pay me more. And not saying that it always works out that way, but oftentimes we gotta get out here and force the hand. When the pandemic hit, we could have sat on our hands. Just sat on our hands. It was like, man, I hope something happened. Nope. Me and my squad forced our hand, forced what we wanted to happen, and the fruit of that work is coming. The fruit of that we started harvesting that fruit from all the seeds that we sowed during that time. Force. So again, your next big break may not happen by chance, but it might happen by force. It's not gonna happen by chance, but it might happen by force. And so I want you guys that are out there apologizing for being how you are, and some things that happened in some conversations I had, and some things I've been working on this week. Put this on my mind, and the fact that 13 years, none of it happened by chance. I had to make moves in order to do what I'm doing. I had to make a move. I had to say, go do that. This gonna happen now. And that's what it is. Sometimes you gotta force it. So stop sitting back, stop waiting, stop being like, man, I need some more money. Man, I hope I can make some more money. Like, I hope I can make some more money. You know what's gonna happen? Nothing. Try and tell you. I hope I make some more money. It ain't never gonna work. You might need to change jobs. You might need to change your bills. Guess what? If your bills go down, your income might have stayed the same, right? But if your bills went down, the surplus of bread that you got goes up. So by default, your intake is up. Come on now. Man, it's a mathematical equation. So again, but sometimes you gotta force it, and you gotta force it, and it starts here too. You be like, you know what? I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm gonna eliminate this from my spending. I'm gonna eliminate this from my life in order to make room for this other thing. Force. So I had some people. They were waiting on something. They sowed one seed and was waiting on something, but it required them to actually water that seed, right? And I'm being vague on purpose, but and they were asking me, "Hey man, how long is it gonna take for something to happen?" And I'm like, I'm looking at them like, are you asking me how long it's gonna take for something just to happen, and you ain't did nothing? If you don't get out my face, number one, that's where you don't get out my face. But I liken it to anything else. I like to simplify things. You always people look at me crazy because I like to simplify things, but I also like to make it so you can understand it. And I was like, look at that rock. So is it moving? No, it's not. Now kick the rock. It moved, didn't it? You had to do something to get that rock to move, didn't it? That's physics. That's how life is. It's going to sit there until an outside force affects it. That's a physical law. Force. Do something. Let's go out there and do something and make things happen. That's all. That's what's on my mind today, man. Stop waiting on things. Go make it happen. It's not going to happen by chance. And that's what has me on the edge, man. That's what had me on the edge, Steph.
Pastor Carey.
Oh, Lord. I'm going to go by J-Boy, my pastor. So, hey, man, speaking of force, we're not trying to force y'all, but we're trying to encourage y'all to go and do something different in your area. And when we do that, we highlight it right here, and it's called the local Swig. What do you have for me today, Steph?
All right, guys. So I told you I was going to let you know where I was going. Okay? So today's local swig is going to be brought to you by Aubrey. I went yesterday and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. And a lot of people were hitting me up in my inbox like, yo, they open for dine-in. Yes, they are open for dine-in. They are doing the 6 feet apart social distancing. They sell anything from steaks to tacos. They have some Simon tacos. Well, Solomon tacos. They had Simon tacos there. I personally
what's that word again?
Solomon. I forgot to mess it up. Solomon tacos. So I mean, it to me, it was comfortable. You have the option to eat outside. You have the option to eat in the bar area, or you have the option to eat up, you know, in the main area, which is a lot more spacious. It's fairly dark, actually, like a real bar or club, but it's dark, but it still has the bougie atmosphere. So for me, that was dope. That was perfect, right on time. I needed a more intimate setting for my me time. I had some me time that I was doing, and it felt good. It was comfortable to me. What I will say is either there was a Trump meeting there, or that's just where that may be the area. Either way it goes, no one bothered me. I'm just giving a heads up. And this location is in Hickson, Tennessee. Hours of operation is from 11 a.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. You can follow them on Twitter, or you can find them on your Facebook. Like I said, the food is real comfort food. It's pretty decent food. They do have different days. They have the burger night, $10 on Monday, $2 off any drafts on Tuesday, 99-cent wings on Wednesday, as well as the whiskey Wednesdays. I'm a whiskey gal, so I went on the wrong day, but when 99-cent wings and whiskey day is on Wednesdays, and then Thursdays, it varies by location, but they have trivia night at 7 o'clock on Thursdays as well. They have live trivia teams. Phone number there is 423-541-2895. That's 423-541, sorry about that, 541-2896. You can check them out at arbrisrestaurant.com/Hickson. And yeah, go check them out. If you go to this location, make sure you post it on our Morning Coffee Swig page, or just shoot it to me, shoot it to J-Boy, and let us know that you've been to this location. Tell us how it was. If in fact they do have you know, good food, good service, let us know so that we make sure that we're giving out you know, the right kind of information. And also, the potato soup, delicious. I just want to throw that out there. Good, because that's what I ate. I ate a soup and salad.
Potato soup,
and I had a Caesar salad and maybe like 4 Jack and Cokes. Sorry. 496 Northgate Mall Drive. That's 496 Northgate Mall Drive. And that is your local swig for today.
Hey man, we do this local swig for a reason, because, you know, with the pandemic, all the rage will be local travel. Do something different. Go to the next town, next city, next state even, and try something new. There's a couple restaurants in there's a restaurant in South Carolina I want to go to. Yeah, there's some things I want to do. Some things I want to do.
It's like 45 minutes, maybe like 45 minutes, maybe an hour away from Chattanooga.
I've been out there.
Well,
yeah.
I want to go there. Mm-hmm. It's a restaurant there, and then it's like a little zip lining area, and I want to go and try that out. Like, I want to go and just hang out for a day or so.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Moving on, man. At the top of the show, we always give you guys a swig of news. And in the second half, we got to give you those top swigs because you got a little bit of time to talk about it. So let's get into that right now. Steph, what you got for me now?
First things first, I told y'all in the beginning of the swigs that Tyler Perry is now officially a billionaire after they went through all of his assets and realized that this man, he's actually over $1 billion, but we're just gonna call it like a spit. He is now a black billionaire, another one in the books for us.
Wait, who reported that? I saw. Who is it? Like Forbes? Who was the reporting?
Forbes.
So people don't submit for that. They like go. Like they kind of go through your stuff and be like, oh wait a minute, homie's the billionaire.
They don't submit themselves. He's been a billionaire. They don't submit themselves. I mean, that's just like, you know, you can't self-proclaim everything. God, dog. He already self-proclaiming to be one of the best, you know, writers and blah, blah, blah. And last thing he want to say, oh yeah, and I'm a billionaire too. I'm going to tell everybody. It's like, no, no, I wouldn't want him to even do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want to hear from him that he's a billionaire. But Forbes is the ones that is the team that went through his assets. They actually went and broke everything down, and then they classified him just like Kylie Jenner. She had no idea she had assets to be a billionaire until they broke her stuff down. So what they do is they take the value of everything. For him, it was his Atlanta studio, it was his homes, it was his other business ventures that he have out and about, and he have like $300 million in cash assets alone by itself. Just $300 million. Shout out to Tyler Perry. Shout out to Tyler Perry. Tag him. Somebody tag Tyler Perry.
Tag him on the show, man.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to go out and do a billboard and be like, hey, I just want to say congratulations.
We'll tag him on Twitter. We'll tag him on Twitter.
Are you hiring?
Ariel.
Are you hiring? I just want to know, are you hiring? But no, congratulations. With no strings attached. I'm just saying congratulations. Michael B. Jordan breaks his silence on the passing of his good friend Chadwick Boseman. Listen, I think we all want to know, you know, what's going on inside the heads of the people that were closest to him, or those that, you know, shared those moments of, you know, being on the same set as him for so long, because that movie had to take forever for them to finish filming. So during that time, of course, they developed Michael B. Jordan and Chadwick Boseman, they developed a really good, well-known friendship, even when they were alongside of each other doing like interviews and stuff like that. You know, he spoke and he said, one of the last times we spoke, you said we were forever linked, and now the truth of that means more than forever to me. He said, since nearly the beginning of my career, starting with all of my children, when I was 16 years old, you paved the way for me. You showed me how to be better and honor purpose and create a legacy. And whether you know it or not, I've been watching, learning, and constantly motivated by your greatness. You know, it's hard to lose people that you really admire and love and appreciate, and you don't know how much gratitude that you've given them, or how much love that you've shown them, or, you know, how much you appreciate them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know how much of you have given to them until they leave. Then you start to recollect all the things like, dang, I should have told this person I love him. I should have given him a hug when he really needed a hug. Was I there for him through the times where I was happy and he wasn't? You know what I'm saying? Like, was I there? Did I try to help? Did I do all that I could do to let this person know that I loved them and I appreciated them being in my life? So I know that was pretty hard for him to have to speak out. And as a public figure, it's always terrible anyway, because so many people are just, say something. You know, you don't even get a chance to properly grieve like you want to grieve. And, yeah, it's one of those things where I just don't too much care to even hear another statement from him or anybody else that's close to him, unless it's something that they feel like they want to do. Other than that, I like to let people grieve where they are. In other hip-hop news, you have Gucci Mane. He is named in a wrongful death lawsuit for a nightclub shooting. All right, so boom, check it. So Gucci Mane signed a little dude called Fujiano. Fujiano has a popular song, Baby Mama Ain't Nothing. She won't let me see my son. But with okay, and then when he signed him, he dropped $250,000 in the man's mouth. Just his mouth. 1017 Records. Y'all already know about Gucci Man.
Wait.
250 grand in his mouth.
Who? Wait. Say that differently. Who? He spent money. He bought some teeth. Is that what we're saying? He bought some teeth. Is that what we're saying? I would say that differently.
He spent $250,000 on new bling bling teeth for Fujiano.
So Gucci bought the teeth?
No, Gucci Man bought Fujiano some teeth as a signing bonus for him signing to 1017 Records.
Diamond Teeth
Records.
Have
you ever even heard it?
Diamond Teeth Records. Don't get caught up like Cadillac Records and get you advance.
He already ain't nobody finna buy me $250,000. I mean $250,000 worth of teeth. $250,000 worth of teeth on a signing. That ain't what matter of fact, that might not even be my image. Give it to me.
Give me the money.
Give me the money. Give me the money.
Give me the money.
I gotta at least spend it myself. Like, if you give it to me, I'll see what I can do about gold teeth.
I haven't listened. I haven't listened to this guy.
I'm liable to walk with anything. You haven't? I'm a trapper.
I haven't listened to the guy.
I
haven't listened to the guy.
Never let
but it's
panties. Sorry.
You know, it's kind of crazy for me to see them signing these type of rappers during this time, because you watch their videos and it's just like, right now, bro, this ain't really the wave right now. Like, kind of need to sign y'all. You know, I was talking about pulling out the cameras. This part you should do in secret. Like, all the rappers that's got guns in their videos and talking that murder rap, like, all that should be done in secret. Be like, listen, we're going to go and do some shows and we're going to just talk to our little people, but we ain't going to broadcast this right now. Cause Tory Lanez signed some kid out of Orlando, and I saw some video about him, and went to his video, and the first thing is choppers and everything in the video. I'm like, right now, bro, this is what we doing?
Goofy.
But anyway,
just goofy.
Yeah, right.
That's the nature of a lot of their business right now. The only business that they have is the choppers, the rings and the watches, and everybody want to be Lil Baby right now. But they forgot when Lil Baby came out, he had twigs, zero jewelry, bands, and some skinny jeans. That's it. He ain't had nothing spectacular going on about him. It was nothing special about that young man when he first came in the industry, until he showed us that he was hungry and that he wanted it. And that's another reason why I like QP, the label, because they don't force you out there in the limelight into being going from 0 to 100. They make you earn. We didn't see Quavo doing everything that Quavo doing right now. We didn't see Quavo take off and Offset. We didn't see them, doing Versace. We didn't see them doing all that at first. They came out doing what they were supposed to do, and we watched them elevate, and we watched the progression. That is what makes a great artist. That is what makes a great label. Not bringing you in, dropping, $1 million out in your mouth and the choppers and the cars.
I don't know.
We don't want to see that. I don't want to see it. It doesn't work for
you. Yeah,
Stories.
exactly. Yeah, you don't want to see it.
Backstory. You're gonna have to. So the moral of this story is, hold on, we're getting away from it, because the moral of this story is Gucci Man and Fujiano, with all the money that they done dropped so far on his career with 2 songs. Say he got a couple, I don't know. I just know 2 songs of his. And they're not gonna last very much longer. But those 2 songs that he have, July the 4th of July weekend, there was a shooting at a nightclub. A little chick named Michaela, she was shot. All right, she's suing Gucci Man and Fujiano and 1017 Records because she said that their entourage are part of the reason that she was shot. So their entourage, they got into like a scuffle. It was a whole little, how it is, when they go out somewhere and then the entourage get into it, another entourage, and then this and that, shots get exchanged. This is what happened, and she was hit. So I really don't understand why she have Gucci Man in the court of law right now with his,
because the name,
yeah.
Again, we talk about imaging. It's a name. We get Gucci, add Gucci to the mix. Now this case may get some more publicity. She'll get publicity because even if she don't win the case, guess what? We now know her name. That's just the game. That's just exactly. That's just the game.
She better capitalize off of, bounce back, create a story, and get a publicist and write a book about it. Moving right along, phase 3 of the coronavirus vaccine. So I told you guys about the vaccine in the beginning and let you know. Don't go out here signing up to get this vaccine inserted into your body. We don't know nothing about it. But they've gotten to phase 3 of it. And this is the thing. Right now, they're testing it. The first person that's going to get it is a little guy named Jacob Serrano. Jacob Serrano is 23 years old. And he is right here in the U.S. of A. And he's decided that he want to be the first candidate for it because he's lost 7 members through the coronavirus. So I can understand where he's coming from in a sense. Because if everybody gone, I don't want to go to figure something out. But this is the thing with this vaccine that could drop in near Thanksgiving, some probably got about 2 more months or something like that, 2 to 3 more months. So they're saying that they need healthy volunteers. But the shots that they're going to give you is 2 shots a month apart. So you're going to get 1 shot for Thanksgiving, and then you're going to get the next shot for Christmas. Listen,
come on now.
Linda. Listen, Linda.
Listen.
Let me read the fine print for you. They need healthy volunteers. But in order to consider this vaccine to be effective, it has to cure at least 50%. Now, how we feel about 50%, Jason?
50%. I told you about 50% is crap. 50% is may happen, may not happen. It's like it's in the middle. 50% is whack. 50%. Don't tell me 50%. It may happen. 50-50.
So right now, this is what they're aiming for, though. They ain't aiming for 55%, 51%, 60%. They're aiming for 50%. As long as if they can possibly vaccinate however many thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who's signing up for this. I don't know why. But if it is effective for 50% of those people, then it will be considered effective. Which means they don't know if it's effective. Why are we shooting people with it? And why are we going through a whole month, 30 days, not knowing whether or not this first one worked? So the second one that you give me, it's supposed to knock me on off? I don't get it. Like, I'm too skeptical for things like that. Flu vaccines, all that. This is the whole vaccine. And if it does work, this is the first coronavirus vaccine that has ever been successful, if it in fact worked. This is the thing. It's not okay. However y'all want to spin on it, be very careful when you're doing this. That's all I'm going to say. Be careful when you're doing it. And all money ain't good money. That's all I'm saying. All money ain't good money. You want to be a guinea pig, do what you need to do. But I can tell you what is some good money. Amazon Prime. Amazon versus Walmart. Oh, this is a fight. This is a real true fight right here. So I think those of us that have Amazon Prime, we're in the money because we're about to get some more perks. Right now, they have the 30-minute or less drone delivery. Walmart, you can't do that. So Walmart is in the battle with them as of September the 15th.
I think they want to do that too.
They're doing, oh Lord! But as of September the 15th, they're giving out a 98. What is it? It's a $98 a year for the membership. Amazon Prime is $119 a year. All right. So, and this is for the membership program. Everybody knows that. All right. So what they're going to do with Walmart, they're saying, hey, you could just go in at this point and just scan your items on your phone, put it in your bag, walk out the store. Now, let me tell you how that's not going to work. I don't know what y'all been told.
Tell me what has that work.
Okay, it's a such thing as free 99 in the community.
True.
That I know. It's a free 99. So, and it's a sticky finger complex that some people just ain't gonna be able to just go in there. I'ma scan it. It's scanned. I ain't pay for it on my card. Oh, where my card at? Let me update my account. My public card
Christ.
at?
It's the honor system,
yeah,
Steph. Let's get some honor, Steph.
It ain't
have some
honor. This don't even sound right. You can't compete with Amazon because Amazon don't have physical stores. Walmart, you got a physical store. That is not a perk. Now, you trying to measure up with this drone situation, you don't need to do that. I don't see where that works, where you get to scan your item and skip the register. They gonna skip all right. They gonna skip paying, and they gonna skip right on up out that door with it. That's all I'm saying. They are now offering grocery delivery as well. So that's pretty cool. Again, with Amazon, who has had 15-year head start and how to make this thing operate and been waiting for somebody to come in their backyard trying them. You don't think Jeff Bezos been waiting? This man is a billionaire now. He has been waiting for somebody to challenge him in any sense of the word. Like I said, it's already 30-minute or less delivery time to where you get a drone drove to your house through the sky and then drop your package down. I think that's the coolest thing ever. I'm a Jeff Bezos fan, so I think that's pretty dope. I'm sorry. I like it a whole lot.
Carry on.
I'll stick with Amazon. I'm not a Walmart fan. First of all, Walmart, y'all ain't got but 2 lines open and 9,800 people in there shopping trying to get out them 2 lines anyway. You need to start right there. But I'm going to let y'all live. Because I get mad about that. That's why I don't shop at Walmart. I go to Target.
All her Chattanooga just came out.
Yeah, I go to Target, where I know I'm gonna be taken care of. They got all their lines open, all 13 of them. You go over there to Walmart, they got 97 lines and 3 of them open, and 16 people out there putting stuff on the shelves. You ain't got to worry about it. You're right. We want to skip the line because you ain't got none open. Walmart, your track record is already tarnished. Your track record is already tarnished. People hate Walmart, and then now you trust to close early. What the? You know what?
Yeah, they need to get back to. Walmart need to get back to regular time. They need to get back to their regular time immediately. We need y'all on y'all 24-hour. But speaking of getting back, let's get on back to
trying to go against Amazon is not gonna work. That's all I'm saying. So that's your top swigs from your girl Steph this morning. I hope I brought you the news that you was looking for. And if I didn't bring you the news that you was looking for, shoot me an inbox. Let me know what I didn't talk about. Maybe I'll talk about it tomorrow. You want to hear my take? You want to hear my input? You want to hear J-Boy input? Shoot us a message. And those are your top swigs from your girl this morning.
All right. Walmart. If Walmart open up for 24 hours again, it's over with. All right, man, let me get into this, man.
24 hours.
So it's time to sit around the table, stir the coffee pot, grab our coffee mugs, and have a little coffee talk. So listen, man, we got to get into this thing right here. Now, there is a growing phenomenon, believe it or not, called living apart together. Living apart together, where couples choose not to live, together even after marriage. Get married, so now you dating, y'all got your own crib, and they get married and they still live apart. So the question is, well, first of all, the question is, what do you think about this? What do you think the benefits of this could be, and would you or could you do this if you were given the opportunity? So what do you think the benefits are, and would you or could you do it if you had the opportunity? Now, I knew somebody who did this, an older couple, and they only did this because they had their careers in different cities from the beginning, and they were like, well, my name is in DC, and they were like, well, my name is in North Carolina, and so they had a house in a city in North Carolina because he didn't even live in that city. His business was in a total other city, but this was like, I guess, in between, and they would like come home on the weekend and they'd stay together. They stay together on the weekend, but they live all week long. They got separate homes somewhere else, but they made enough money to build another house in this one city that they don't spend a lot of time in. But they live separately. Still, and I think they're still married. They did this for years. I think they're still married. But now it's a big thing. It's becoming a big thing, living apart together. So Steph, what do you think the benefits may be? I got a list of 5 benefits according to bodyandsoul.com. But What do you think a benefit? Give me one or two that you think is going to be on this list.
Yikes.
You probably.
I would say one of the benefits would be.
You still look down.
Personal
What do you think
space.
it'll be?
Personal space for a person like me is necessary. Like, I honestly have to have my personal space. It's no negating whether or not I need it or whether or not it's just a thing that has to happen for me. I'm sorry. I have to have my personal space. I always have had a room to myself. I've always had a room to myself. I'm a weirdo. Like, I'm a real live weirdo. And then I ain't never bothered by the word weirdo because everything that people depict about it, the negative connotations, they keep that over there. Foul, get out. But the positives of being a weirdo is that I'm a loner and I enjoy my own company and I enjoy the stuff that I want to enjoy without making people feel like they need to come into Buffy's world. Now, granted, my boutique door is always open. You can come in there and be creative with me in my own creative space, in my own la la land. You can feel free to come in there. Don't touch nothing, but you can come inside.
So wait, with all that said,
I have to have
with all that said,
space.
With all that
Space.
said,
Personal
would
space.
you do it? Would you do it? If you the man proposed to you and then be like, hey, we don't gotta move in together right away. So you good where you at?
Yes.
I'm good.
Yeah.
You would do it?
Yes, in a heartbeat. I like my personal space that much. Like, I like me that much. I love me that much that you ain't even, I mean, this is the thing. You live there, not going out and not coming home. You know what I'm saying? So you living in a different place and I'm living in a different place and we talking and we texting and we FaceTime.
Wait a minute.
And you know, you
does it have
over,
to be?
I'm coming over.
Would you do it if it's in the same city? Now, because the example I gave, they were separate cities. Even in the same city, be like, listen, I live on South Side, you live on North Side. And you know, what we do? My place is yours tonight. My place is yours. Where we having dinner?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. I love that.
Like you were dating.
Let me tell you, it feels like we're dating. Thank you. I want to date you forever. Whoever it is, whoever my mate is, if you're worthy enough, I want to date you forever. We will always be able to feel like that. We don't always have to move in with each other right away. That's traditional. That's only when you getting kicked out the house at 18 years old, and now you got to move in with Shorty and find them a place to go because she pregnant, and now you folks married, pressuring marriage, and you know you got to be together. That's traditional. This is not traditional anymore.
So you're saying you think that living together is old.
Yes. Yes.
So you don't like.
Since I was 15, I jumped off the porch at 15 years old. I had my first place at 16. And at 16, I knew I didn't want nobody to stay with me. But yet, every relationship, everybody stays with me. And, you know, that's just the thing. But I was in a relationship for 16 years. A whole relationship. And we lived together for 16 years. So that completed all my 20s. That's just everything. Every facet I know. But
and maybe that's why you don't want to live with nobody now.
I never.
That's probably why you don't want to. That's why you don't want to live with nobody. That may change, but right now, that's why I can see that. I
want the whole house to myself. I'm a hoarderer. I like clothes and shoes and bags. No, I'm not a hoarderer.
What's that word
again? I'm not a hoarderer. I'm not a hoarderer.
A
but
hoarder?
I do like my space. I like my comfort. Now,
so listen.
From space, let's see what else.
So you were actually that you were right about that. I'm gonna go through these right quick. The 5 that's on this list. You have your own downtime. It's vital for couples to have their own space and downtime. So that was number 1, like you said. Living habits are less annoying. The relationship is less boring. You argue less, and sex is better.
Yes. All of that. I don't know
they
about
said
the
those are the
part of
benefits.
I'm saying I agree 150,000% because I feel like if I don't miss you, I get bored easy. I'm gonna get bored. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we argue,
So you're saying create some but see, this is my problem with this list. This is my problem with it, because that somewhere in the great scrolls of relationships, somebody wrote in that you're supposed to argue all the time, or you're supposed to argue, or they're supposed to be like, who wrote that? And why y'all?
Who wrote that?
Why are y'all
so
living by that? Why are y'all living by that? Like for real, I don't want to argue. I don't want to argue. You got it.
It's a difference between arguing. No, J-Boy, wait a minute. You see, you ain't got no toxic level in you. Ain't nobody got time for that. But you got to have some toxicity in you. I'm a little bit toxic. Now, I can't say that. You got to disagree with me. You got to disagree with me. So you can just
totally disagree with you.
Get fiery.
Totally.
No, we can get fiery. We ain't got to argue and call each other names. And we ain't got to be, because we don't need to be on that. It's a different kind of argument. It's a classy way to argue.
Why we got to argue at all? We got to,
okay,
that's
well,
a waste of time.
We ain't gonna call it that. Okay, well, let's you wordsmith, Junior. We ain't gonna call it arguing. We gonna call it something else, cause
debate. You got to debate. You like the debate. You like the debate. That's what it sounds like. It's like, I just want to debate about something. Yeah. Listen, debate with your friends. Don't play with me.
See,
go play with your little friends. I ain't one of your little friends. That's what I'm saying. I ain't one of your little friends.
You don't speak to me like you my dad. See, now
I ain't one of your little friends. That's exactly what I'm saying. I ain't one of your little friends. Argue with your little friends, because I ain't going back. I ain't got time for that, because now we got to argue, now I'm mad, and now we got to wait that little moment where I don't want to really talk to you, and then it's too much.
Awkward.
I don't want to go with that. No, it's not awkward. It's a waste of my time. I got other things to do.
No, it's
I got
not.
other things to do. Other focuses. I don't need to be focused. I don't need to be on the set thinking about you. I know. I don't want to pass a dip.
No, now that's a bad argument. That's not a good argument. I'm talking about a good argument where you just like, you know what? Okay, well, I'm going to call you back. And then you hang up the phone. That person calls you right back like, hey, stop playing with me. Like, what?
I can't think of nothing. What in the world we arguing about?
I don't know.
I can't think of nothing to argue about. That's silly. Exactly. Yeah, what are we arguing about?
Exactly. Let's be silly. Yes, you're right. Let's be silly. Listen, I don't care. I'm
steak or chicken.
Sorry.
Steak or chicken. Like the things we gonna argue, like to debate about. Like, you know what? I like egg. I don't want like my eggs running. Like that ain't. It's nothing for us to really.
Okay, I'm gonna turn that whole conversation upside down and be like, see, that's why. That's why you like that other chick, huh? She like her eggs running.
See, and you cancel. You know that red button? That red button they tell you not to hit the cartoon. Cancel.
And my chair go down.
Yeah, the flow go over there. That's what's out of here.
No, but I think healthy debates are great in relationships. So it's not an argument, but I do think healthy debates are necessary in relationships. It's just like taking a coffee talk conversation home to your partner, and y'all sitting around, and
y'all disagree on that. Well, that's a conversation.
Yeah, but see,
I can deal with that.
See, I'm not talking about an argument like you on the streets. And now you, your mama.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing that. Yeah.
From who?
Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's. I'm hearing that from you. That's what I'm hearing. What's going on here?
I ain't doing that.
Okay. I don't want you to do that. But anyway, living apart together is the thing. I'm gonna get to y'all comments. I'm gonna get to y'all comments in a second here. I usually do the comments about 9:40. But living apart together, man. Part of me could do it. Majority of me actually could do it, but there's a part of me that wouldn't want to.
I would have thought that you would be on board with this 120,000%. Little Mister, I don't have anything.
Yeah, me. Like most of me could do it. And most of me is like perfect, because I like go over there and then I go over here and I holler at you in a bit. Yes, a lot of that is me. But the other part of me has seen the traditional, my mom and dad waking up together, and mama come downstairs and Jack, come on up, come down for dinner. You come down for breakfast or whatever. That's what I see. You know what I'm saying? And so part of me would want to see that. Now, granted, you live different. I got to get up early and come to your house and say, hey, you want some breakfast? It's a lot to that. So that's the piece that's the piece that you're missing. Now, not to say that when they're living apart, they don't stay over any night, but there's a difference. I think there's a slight difference in saying this is our home versus that's yours and that's mine. I think there's a difference. Now, me, it don't even matter. Even if it was her house, I'm gonna treat it like mine anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take care of it and all that stuff the same way, just because that's who I am and that's what I've always seen. So I'm gonna help take care of it. But living apart together where people are going into it like this, it's a very interesting concept. It's a very interesting concept. I think some people, I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people, especially ladies. The one thing that's on that list, living habits, because you'll be like, oh, this filthy boy, he like to leave his drawers on the floor and stuff like that. You don't want to deal with that, and vice versa, because I know some women like that too. We would never get to the marriage stage anyway if he was like that, but because you're like, ew. I come in out there. This is terrible. Your house is terrible. If you can't keep your house together, how you keep the rest of that, your box together is my question. That's always my question. I feel like the
box better be clean.
I feel like if the house is messy, so is the box.
Oh God!
So I don't know.
You said that? No. But seriously though, what I'm saying is like, oh gosh. So look. But listen, I think that living apart, eventually you grow together, and then you will grow together. I mean, you would grow together, and then a relationship will develop to where you don't want to live separately no more. You just still want to have that space. To have your space, or you would create a space that compromises for that space within the house that you both live in. So I'm not saying that I want to live in a separate house forever, because I do long for family. I do long for companionship. I do want somebody to wake up to, go to sleep to, wait.
Yeah, that's the question.
I like the idea of family. I like the idea of togetherness and unity. And
because what happened if y'all had kids? What happened if y'all had kids? That's like shared custody. That's like sharing custody. Like, we're going to daddy's house today.
You take them to school in the morning. You going to pick them up from school. You going to go to my house. Anybody got time for all that? But see what I'm saying? Like, once you grow together, there's two scenarios. One, if we already have children, I'm not sure how that would work, period, without looking crazy to the whole world. Two, if we don't have children, it's like, all right, we're doing this until we can work out a bonding tool or some togetherness to where you say, I want to move in. I don't want to wake up another morning and you're not there with me. And that probably was just...
And I actually think that probably happens. I think that probably happens. That right there. For one, people get tired of paying 2 mortgages or 2 rents or renting a mortgage. People get tired of that. But also, I think, like you said, time will go by and be like, listen, I'm tired of leaving. I don't want to leave you and come back tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And so at some point that happens. You'd be like, all right, and they come back to the same house. And maybe I think human nature will make you do that.
I think that's how it's supposed to happen. I believe in going, I'm a water sign. I believe in going with the flow. And even though you don't know which way the flow may go, because it could be tricky sometimes, I feel like you said, after over a period of time, you decide, all right, this is what we're going to do. I don't want to leave. I want to be together. I want to stay together. And you would use that as a rental property or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to give it up. Because it may not be
it's a business.
So we tired of paying too much. Y'all know we paying that mortgage, but we gonna use it as a rental property, and then we're gonna use that money to pay for this and and that property, whatever the case may be. But there are situations where it flows like that, and I think me going into another relationship, I think that's where I'm at with it, being a single woman and having a whole entire house to myself. I got a room as a closet, but I've always had a room to my personal space, and my creativity and what have you. So with that being said, eventually I do want that, and I think all women, we do want that. Now, business oriented people, it makes it a lot more difficult for them because she's busy, he's busy, and that whole where you at and how long you gonna take and why you coming in late and all that. Neither one of them got time for that. Neither one of them got time for it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I
me.
think most human beings pretty much ain't got time for that. Like, and I don't
I
like
got time for
answering to people about my every single day. And I know me and you talked about this before, how you can sit in your car for like an hour or so doing whatever it is that Jason does for that hour or two. I do that all the time. That's my place of worship. That's my this, that's my that. And so, you know, if you ask me like, oh, where you been? I can't recount everything that I did, especially if I had 2 hours of sitting in the car. It wasn't meaningless to me because I got so much done while I was sitting in the car. You have no idea. But me telling you I'm sitting in the car, you ain't gonna get that when I tell you exactly what I was doing, unless I broke it down and say, well, I spent 15 minutes on this, I spent 20 minutes on that, I spent 30 minutes on this, I made a phone call, then I made another phone call. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. So we might as well stay separate until we can understand who I am and who you are, because I'm not answering them little bit of small questions like that about who I am personally if you don't already know.
Figure it out. I might go anywhere. I'd be bouncing around. I leave the house and never come back sometime. And I done did 100 things.
Antique shop so fast.
I'd have bounced the rest of the year.
Oh, it look like
anyway,
they got some stage over there. Now I'm way over there.
A lot of insecurity goes into why a lot of people can't do this, and that's what some of our comments are. Let me get into that. I don't know how to say your name is Renee. I'm not sure. I don't want to mess it up. So said I like it. Shamian said, with my job, it's going to be a reality for me when I get married. So she thinks that this living apart is probably going to happen because when she got married. I think it's a great idea. Personal space is important. Some relationships work better when each person is able to retreat to their own space. It's not for everybody. You have to do what's better for you and yours. And I have kids. I need a safe haven, quite a bit of space, which is his house. I know. I need a safe haven, a quiet space, which is his house. Oh, she go to his house to get away from her kids. That's what she's saying.
Oh, okay.
I like it. Personal space is huge, and I like a little separation, just enough to miss and want to love on you for a little while before I say see you later. So create the I miss you. Create that separation so I can want to come back to you, which I can get that. Some people too insecure for it, but I believe it's not a bad idea until you both come together and have the option to have separate rooms and or a joint room. So some of y'all that got 1-bedroom apartments, don't be trying to move the lady into that 1-bedroom apartment because you ain't got nowhere to go. Is that what you're saying? Or a studio space? You can't going behind the partition is not enough in a studio apartment.
You better not have no
exactly. Exactly. I think the root of a lot of people not being able to do this is because they don't trust each other. They don't trust either themselves or their partner. Okay.
And I agree with that. I think insecurity plays a big part in most relationships. The things that will make a functioning relationship for certain individuals. Everybody wants to put a traditional spin, the same traditional spin on their relationship. You're not even that kind of guy. She's not that kind of woman. Won't work for mom and pop. Ain't finna work for you and what's her face? Because what's her face is not that kind of woman. Like, she's growing, she's evolving. She's not that kind of woman as of yet. So you're trying to use those same tactics. It's not going to work. You're going to run her off, or she's going to run you off. And, y'all ain't even have to start at that point. You could be a little bit think outside the box and understand what works for other people's relationships may not work for your relationship. And if living separate works for the two of you, by golly, I think you should just do that instead of trying to conform to what people did back before you, or what your friends do. Because girlfriend, your friends don't have the same man that you have. They man might not be nowhere near the caliber of man that you're dealing with. So understanding him and his needs is completely different than her and her man. Adrian,
go back to where we said stop talking to them.
Jason.
Stop talking to them. That's what I said.
Exactly.
Stop talking to your friends.
They two different kind of dudes. So with that, you don't want to run your person off, or vice versa with the man. With the men as well. You don't want to run her off by thinking that you can treat and handle her the same way your friends treat and handle their their lady friends or wives or whatever the case may be.
Lady friends.
That's all I gotta say on it, because I'm looking at it from a realistic standpoint, and I feel like letting people grow and be who they are, and having a friendship is first and primary before you decide you want to get into a relationship with them, because there may be some things about them that you just absolutely hate, and I ain't moving in with you to find it out. Now we gotta break the news. Go off this money, child, please. You miss my
annoying living habits. This person's. All right, man. We want to have this conversation again. It's called LAT, living apart together. And man, there's tons of articles on this. So if you want to look it up, we'll probably put some of those up on the Morning Coffee Swig Facebook page. It's a thing. So on the Morning Coffee Swig Facebook page, there'll be some articles for you guys to check out if it's something you like. Man, I ain't really thought about that. I want to check out and think about this lifestyle. Maybe a lifestyle change. Remember, we said earlier, to make something happen, you may have to force it to happen. So maybe you want a change in your life.
Would be dope.
What?
You got Christian Mingle.
Are you giving away the business? Are you giving away the business? Are you giving away the business? You're giving away the business. Don't talk about it on here. You're giving away the business. Don't talk.
Sorry.
Give it away the business. Don't tell them. So anyway, man, moving on. There is that's the thing. We want to start these conversations so you guys can continue these conversations in your everyday life. Steph, do you got some goals for us? It's time for goal talk. We ain't goal talk in a little while. You got any goals today?
We had goal talk in a minute. Yesterday we talked about determination. We talked about determination and what it really means. Today we talked about how to drive. No, okay, I was gonna flow. It just didn't go. Look, I saw it.
I was like.
All right, so goal talk today. Yesterday we discussed determination, and today we discussed having drive and what it means to have drive. And I ain't talking about your sex drive. What I'm talking about is the drive that whatever fuels you, and that undesirable issue, that pleasant purpose that you have in your life. You know what I'm saying? You have to be ready for whatever. Stay ready. You ain't never got to get ready type of attitude. We have to keep that moving into whatever situation we into. In particular, we're having coffee talk today about living together, or can you live apart from somebody else? Know what fuels you. Know what works for you. What works for you don't work for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Period. It does not work for everybody. What works for everybody don't work for you. Know and stay in your lane. Be ready for whatever. And make sure you're following up with these shows, because every day we have something different. And then we may give a reference about what went on Monday, and you wasn't there to listen to the show.
And you wasn't there.
We need you. You wasn't there. We need you at home.
You got to listen to it.
Or at work or wherever. We need you. We need to be in your ear, in your head. Figuring this thing out together as one. This is one show that you're going to come and get something real from. And that's my goal talk for today. Drive, determination, knowing your purpose, knowing to stay in your lane and be ready. If you stay ready, you ain't never got to get ready. All of those things work for you. So whatever situation, and think about those things.
Listen to us. That's our other goal. Further, let's go a step further. Today is World Coconut Day.
Good morning.
It's Pierce Your Ears Day as well. So go ahead and celebrate Pierce Your Ears Day, World Coconut Day, National Blueberry Popsicle Day. I never really had a blueberry popsicle, but you want to celebrate it? Put it in your mouth. We're talking about celebrity birthdays today. Keanu Reeves' birthday today. He turned 56 today. 56. That's crazy. All right. Selma Hayek, speaking of fine, she turned 54. She was fine in one of these movies. She turned 54. Hey, man. Run with it. Cat Williams is what? She was in something recently too, though. Was it Desperado she was in recently? Okay.
She was her most
turned
back in Desperado.
She turned 49 today. I mean, Cat Williams turns 49 today. It's his birthday. Brandon Ingram, most improved player. He got most improved player this year. Played for New Orleans. He turned 23 today. And Selena Johnson. Shout out to Selena, man. Selena turned 44 today. Terry Bradshaw turned 72. We got to tag Selena today. Terry Bradshaw turned 72, believe it or not. Hall of Fame quarterback, 72 years old. Shout out to anybody else that's celebrating a birthday. My sister's birthday is this month, so and her birthday is on the same day as our anniversary here at the station, so she's doing 21 days of September herself. So she's celebrating. Go out there and follow my sister as she. Well, don't do that. Y'all know. Yes, follow her
Emily
new.
Or
Who? Morgan?
I mean Morgan. Morgan.
Ashley.
Why am I saying Emily?
You put them together. I don't know. You put them together. Ashley and Morgan. I guess Ashley. It's Ashley's birthday this month. So shout out to Ashley, boo.
Question.
Else, man?
Oh wait, we have a question about sending comments. She wants to know how to send comments or topic ideas to us so that we can. Because I remember we mentioned it in the beginning of the show too. I said to DM me, but you can also DM Jason as well. And I have a lot of you guys' topic ideas in my inbox. So I probably got about 5 or 10, and that ain't even a stretch. That's like 5 or 10 people are in my inbox right now with topic ideas and you know, and things that you want us to talk about. So I really appreciate that, Jason. I'm gonna share them with you, and then we could just go from there.
Please do. This is news. We just had a meeting on air just now. I did not know this. No. Make sure you can send us direct messages, or you can email us at morningcoffeeswig@gmail.com, and you can send us in your topics and something you want us to discuss, or even guests that you want us to have on the show. Yes, we have guests on the show, so if you have somebody that you say, man, this would be great to interview these individuals, let's make it happen. We gotta get ready to get out of here. Today, do it big.
Enjoy the taste of life.
Take a drink, take a sip, take a swig, and we Great morning t-shirts on deck. Great morning t-shirts on sale. Let's go.
T-shirts on deck.